Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I am Venugopal from Team CloudyML. In this video, we'll be discussing about regex. So we'll be understanding what is regex, which module is used to implement regex, and how you can create this regex expression, and why it is used majorly in data science, and how learning this can differentiate you from other data scientists or ML engineers out there. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So now first we will be looking into what is regex. Okay. So a regular expression, also called as regex, is a special sequence of characters that uses a search pattern to find the string or set of strings. So what here we mean is, so we create a pattern sort of thing wherein we try to search that particular pattern in the given input text or string. Okay, so for example, you have a large corpus of text and you want to extract a phone number. Let's say it's a 10-digit Indian number and we want to extract that number, so we can write a simple regular expression or pattern that could extract all the occurrences of the phone numbers from the input string. Okay, so this is one of the use case. Now, another use case could be, let's say, there is a company name, like we have a text that contains multiple company names, and these company names appear in the fashion or in a pattern. So, what we can do is, in order to extract that company name from the given corpus of text, we can define a set of patterns and we can apply those patterns on the input string using regex, and we can extract the company names from the input string. And the same applies for extraction of the date of birth as well. Like there are some set of patterns for date of birth, right? So we can uh, create some sort of regular expressions that could extract this date of birth from the input string. Okay, so we'll be looking into these cases in the further in the video. So let us understand what are different set of characters that that are present in this. So if you want, if you want to explore these characters, you can look into these two tables so that you will get a better understanding. Now, how this regex actually works. So in the regex, it can detect the presence and absence of a text by matching with a particular pattern, and also can split pattern into one or more sub patterns. So we'll be looking this while implementing, like what are the sub patterns and how exactly it works when we are creating this regular expressions. So Python provides a RE module. So we have this RE module that supports the use of regex in Python. So it is a primary function in is to the its primary function is to offer the search, where it takes a regular expression in the string, and here it returns the first match, or the if there is any match, it will return the first match if we are using the search function. And if we are using some other function that could find all the patterns or all the words that are appearing based on the pattern that is given as input in the form of regular expression, it will return all the appearances. Okay, so these are some bunch of Python regular expressions, special sequences. So these are like the special sequences: backward slash a, backward slash small b, backward slash capital B, backward slash small d. So corresponding to that, we have this explanation as well. So what you can do is, you can just simply try to read this and try to understand. I will be explaining these expressions and everything while implementing, so that you will understand in a much better way. So we will be referring to these tables as well. So let us quickly dive into this implementation part so that you will get more hands-on experience. So first use case, what we'll be doing is, we will be trying to extract the phone numbers. Okay, so we have this text. Okay, we have this large text, and in this we have these two numbers. One is like the Indian number, so this is not a original number, this is like a dummy number. And what we want to is, we want to write a pattern that could extract this number from the text. Okay, so first we'll be looking how you can extract this Indian number from this text, and then we'll try to look into extracting this US number. Okay, so let's try to write the regular expression. I will be explaining you how you can build it. So let us create a variable that could store this pattern. So so this is the variable. Pattern is a variable wherein we will be storing. You can put any name. Now, now let us write this small code. So So matches, this will store all the matches, and there is this function called as find all in the RE module itself. In find all, we need to pass this pattern as the first parameter and the text as the second parameter. And what this function will do is it will find all the patterns, like all the words that are based on this pattern. Okay, so if we print this matches, we can get all the patterns. Okay, now let us try to define the pattern by ourselves. So if we want to extract a digit, if we want to extract the digit, we what we have is we have this special character that is backward slash t. So returns a match where the string contains digits. If the string contains digits, that will be returned. So let us write that first. Let's see what's the output. So if we write backward slash t, we can see we're getting all lines, all threes, all sevens. Okay. So these are all the digits, right? So it is returning all the occurrences of this characters. Now what we want is we want continuously 2 or 3 or 10, right? So what you can do is one way is you can take this, you can copy. Let's say I've copied this digit sequence for 4 times, right? So if I try to execute it, it will give me only those words uh, that have this only those substrings that have this 9 as 4. Okay, so if you see not 9, it is digits. So D here means digits, right? So it will return all the substrings where we have this sort of pattern, like we have continuous digits, continuous 4 digits. If we have continuous 4 digits, that will be returned as the output. In this way, we want 10, right? What we can do is we can copy this and paste it again, and we can copy 2 times. So this will give us the actual number. Like this is one way. Else, instead, like if we had 100, if we wanted to extract some 100-digit number, we can't write this 100 times, right? So there is some better way in which you can do this. So we can use this curly braces. So here if you see exactly the specified number of occurrences. So here you are defined a pattern and you want to say how many times that should appear. For us, we need 10 times, right? So what we can do is we can just put it as 10. Now if we try to write this, we can see we are getting the first first number, like this occurrence we are getting as the output, right? Because we are saying that we want continuous digits for 10 times. So if you want to specify the number of occurrences, what you can do is you can use this curly braces in order to specify the number of occurrences. So let's say let us have another number. Let's say 8 numbers we have: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so let us see whether we are able to extract both the numbers. So if we see, we are able to extract both the numbers. So in this way, you can define an expression in order to extract this sort of Indian phone numbers. Let's see how you can extract this US phone number. So the code will be similar. We just need to define this pattern. Okay, so let's make this empty. Now let us try to define, or let us try to build the pattern. Okay, so what we want is we actually want this number, right? Let's see how it is occurring. So first it starts with an open bracket, so open circle bracket, right? So what we can do is we can put this open circle bracket, but you need to remember that this open and close brackets are special sequences in the these are like the special sequences in the uh, regex expression. So here we can see this open and close brackets are like the capture and group. So in order to avoid this, in order to say that we need to treat this as normal characters, not like special characters, what we can do is we can put backward slash and backward slash. Okay, if we are putting backward slash, it will if it will instruct this regex expression that this is not like a special character, we just want to do a simple raw match. Okay, so since it is matching with like we want to match the open bracket, so we have done that. Okay, just follow me, just try to see how we are able to build this regular expression. Since this open bracket was a special character, we have just put this backward slash. Okay, now what we want is we want in this after this open bracket we have 3 digits, right? So in order to get the 3 digits, what we can do is we can use the simple this one, right? This pattern itself. So we'll take this, but we'll reduce the number 10 to 3 because only we want 3, right? Now after this is done, like after open bracket, we are checking we want 3 digits. After getting 3 digits, we want to close the bracket, right? So for closing the bracket as well, we'll close it. But since it is a special character, we need to put a backward slash. Now we have done that. Like we have defined an expression that could extract this particular number. Let us see whether it is able to extract or not. See, we are able to get it right. So we did nothing based on this pattern itself. We like based on this text itself. We were trying to define this pattern. Okay. So let's say we have some another number in the similar way. Let's try to copy, paste, and 888, 222, and 6666. Okay. Let's see whether we are able to extract both the numbers or not. Okay. See here. So these two are in a similar pattern, right? We had a open bracket followed by 3 digits and closed bracket. So that's what we were able to extract here. Now let us try to build up more. Now after this, we have no space, but we have a dash, right? So what we can do is we can put this dash, and after dash we have 3 digits. So for 3 digits, again the same thing, backward slash t followed by 3 digits. Now again we have dash, and we have 4 digits, right? So that's what we have done. Based on this number itself, we have built this pattern. Okay, first we had opened a open bracket followed by 3 digits. So open bracket followed by 3 digits. Then we had a closed bracket. Then we had this hyphen, right? So we have put this hyphen and followed by 3 digits. So for getting 3 digits, we have defined this pattern. Now, after that, followed by hyphen and 4 digits. So that's what we have done here. Now, if we try to find this, we can see we are able to extract all the US numbers from the given text. Okay, so this is how you define this regular expression. So you just need to look at the pattern, or you just need to look at these examples based on by looking at multiple examples, you will try to think up a pattern. Okay, so here the pattern was simple. We had an open bracket followed by 3 digits, and we had a closed bracket. Then we had this hyphen followed by 3 digits, followed by a hyphen, followed by 4 digits. So that's what we defined here. So if you hadn't studied this whole text and try to build up from scratch, if we look at it at the first itself, you would be like a little fearful, right? So now when you're trying to build up on your own, like by defining each and everything, by looking at this words or by looking at this text, you would be able to build this pattern in a much better way. Now what we want is we want to extract both US and Indian number at a time. So how this can be done? So let us put it here. The code is same, we just need to change the pattern. Now what we want is we want both US number as well as this Indian number, right? What we can do is we can just merge this. How we can merge this? We want both Indian and US numbers, right? So we can put an OR operator. So we have this OR operator, either or. So this is either or. We can put an OR operation between two regular expressions. So whichever regular expressions was able to find the match, it will return that match. Okay, let us try to understand and implementing it. So first one was Indian one, right? So let's copy this expression, paste it here, and let us put a OR operator. So this is like OR operator, the single pipe one, and then we have this US pattern, right? So let us copy this and paste it here. So this is very simple, right? This is like for extracting the US number which we had defined previously, and we are just merging it with the Indian number extraction by using this OR operator. Now if we try to execute this, we can see we are getting all the Indian numbers as well as the US numbers. So this is how you define this regular expression. What you do is you first study the text, try to understand how many different patterns are available. Now here we had two types of pattern. One was Indian number, one was US number. So we defined two different regular expressions for both of them, and later on we just combined it with this pipe symbol, which is nothing but the OR symbol. Okay, if this is a match, then it will return. If this is a match, so it will return that particular substring. Okay, so this is how you can define the regular expression. So this was like simple number extraction from the text. Now let us see how you can extract these title sort of things. Okay. So this is like a text that is already available here. So I have just put a text copied from the Tesla's website. So we have this notes, right? We'll try to extract this note. Okay. So here note 1 we have an overview, and note 2 we have the summary of significant accounting policies. So this is like a title for the notes, right? And we want to extract exactly these titles. So let's see how you can do that. Let me try to execute this cell, and if we try to look at the text, we can see we have this note 1 which is overview, and we have this note 2 which is nothing but summary of significant accounting policies. Now what we'll do is we will extract these titles from the text. Let's see how that can be done. Now we just need to define a pattern. So let me just copy this code. So I have put everything in text, right? So no need to change the variable as well. We just need to define the regular expression only. Okay. So let's see how you can build up this regular expression. Now what we had is we had this note, right? We have this common pattern where we have this note followed by a space, followed by a digit, and followed by a space, and followed by hyphen. So what we can do is let us try to extract the notes first. So how these notes can be extracted is, since note is common, we can define that note followed by space. So we have put this space, now followed by a digit. So let's see whether we are able to extract this note followed by space followed by digit or not. So if we try to look, we got this note 1 and note 2, right? Because we had this note followed by a space followed by a digit. So what we are doing is we have just looked at this text and we are trying to build up the expression. Now what we want to is, after this digit we have space followed by hyphen. So we will put the same thing, space followed by hyphen followed by, let's see whether we are able to extract this or not. Then we'll look into how you can extract this title from the notes. Okay. So what we can do is we can try to execute this and try to check whether we are able to extract this note followed by space followed by digit followed by the number or not. So here we can see note followed by space followed by the digit followed by space followed by the hyphens followed by space. So that's what we were able to extract. Now what we want is, till here we were able to extract everything. Now we need to define an expression that could extract these characters, and these characters are like ending by a new escape sequence, right? So let me try to just print this text itself without using the print statement. If we try to look, see, after this note, after this overview, it is ending with an escape sequence, that is a backward slash n. In the similar way, for the note 2 as well, summary of significant accounting policies, we have this backward slash n, right? So what we can do is, we want to extract the characters. So we'll use this closed brackets. These closed brackets, what they mean is we want to extract a set of characters. So in these closed brackets, we can define the set of characters. So since we want to extract all the characters, we'll leave it blank, but we want to extract only till those only till the backward slash n, right? So what we can define is, this is like a simple upper cap. Upper cap is nothing but not symbol, and we can say till backward slash n, we want to extract all the characters that are present. Okay. Now if we try to execute this, let's see what we are getting. See, we are getting only one character. So if we are getting only one character, what we can do is we want to extract all the characters till we want to extract all the characters till we face this backward slash n, right? So we can use one or more occurrences or zero or more occurrences. So we can use this zero or more occurrences. So we will put a star here. If we will put that, see, we are able to extract this note 1 overview, note 2 summary of significant accounting policies. So we did nothing. We just tried to identify the patterns here. So we had this common pattern where we had note followed by space followed by a digit followed by a empty space, then followed by hyphen, which was followed by a space followed by this sequence of characters, which was nothing but our title. Okay. So this title we had extracted, since it is ending with backward slash n, that is nothing but the new line character. We define this regular expression that is saying extract all the characters except this new line character. Now, if we since we wanted more than one character, so we can use this star. So if we want more than one, it's plus. If we want zero or more, it's star. So I have used this star in order to extract zero or more. So if we try to execute this, we got this note one followed by hyphen followed by this one. Now what we want is we want just overview and this summary of significant policies. We don't want this note two followed by hyphen. So what we want is we just want the title names, right? We don't want that note one and note two. So what we can do is we can just copy this and we can paste this. Now what we will be using is we will be using these braces, that is open and close bracket, capture and group. So what we want is whatever the expressions that were extracted, we just want to capture these titles, right? So what we will be doing is for extracting these titles, the regular expression was this one, right? So we'll just put this brackets. So if we see, yeah, I am just putting this open and close bracket around it. Now if we try to execute this, it will just extract the overview and the summary of significant account policies. So we did nothing. We just we defined a regular expression that could extract this pattern first. Now once this is extracted, since we wanted only this, we can use this grouping strategy wherein we create this, like we open this open and closed brackets, open and closed circular brackets, and we put those brackets around the regular expression that was exactly extracting the text that we wanted. So here we wanted only this overview and this title names, right? So and we wanted to eliminate everything. So what it will do is it will just find all the expression. From this it will group only these patterns. So this pattern was nothing but overview and the summary of significant accounting policies. So so this is how you can group the expressions, and you can define these sort of expressions in order to like extract the specific text from the given input string. Okay. So this was like extracting the titles from the given text. Now let us see. Now let us see how you can uh, like extract the financial periods of the company. Like these are the financial periods. So we have this for year 2020 quarter 4 is a financial year. So how you can do that? So it's very simple, right? So what we want is we'll just define a pattern. This will be pattern will be nothing but, so what we commonly observe here. So we have this fy fy. Fy is nothing but for year. So we'll put this fy itself. Let me write the remaining code as well. So we have this matches, which is nothing but re dot find all, and we need to pass this pattern followed by the text, and we will be just printing the matches. Okay. If we try to execute this, what we'll get is we'll get all the occurrences of fy. So we got this. Now fy was followed by 4 continuous digits. So if you want to do that, for extracting the digits, it is backward slash g. If we try to execute this, we'll get fy2 because we were specifying only one digit. But if you want multiple digits, you can use this curly braces wherein you can specify the number of characters that we want. So we can specify this as 4. If we do this, we'll get for year 2021-2022. This one we got it. Now this was followed by the quarter, right? Q is nothing but quarter. So we had this space followed by Q, and we had this one digit. So we can say it as backward slash g, right? So if we try to execute this, we can see we are getting for year 2021 Q1. So based on this pattern itself, we were trying to extract all the digits. Okay. Now here one thing we want to notice, we have only 4 quarters in a year, right? So if we put this backward slash g, it will also extract like if we have quarter 6, quarter 5 or quarter 6, right? So this is not a valid one. So what we can do is we can put this range. So we can specify a range of characters, right? So in this square brackets, what we can do is we want to extract only the digits from 1 to 4. Since we have only 4 quarters, we will just specify 1 to 4. If we do that, we will get 1 to 4. Now let's say that just for verifying, let's say we had this Q6 If we do this, we'll get only Q1 and Q4 because we want only the ones that are present between Q1 and Q4. Since this is invalid, it won't be extracted. But if we could have used this previous one, like backward slash d, we can see we are getting everything. So that is not correct, right? So we want only 1 to 4. So that's why we are just extracting those things as only. Now here we have seen this was like for the only the capitals. Now here we had only capitals. Now if you want to do it case sensitive, so we can pass some set of flags. So we'll use this pattern. We'll put it here, and here we can see in this text we have this fy as small, but here we have fy as capital. So what we can do is we can pass a separate flag that is called as flag equal to re dot ignore case. So you can find these flags in the official documents of the re module. So what it will do is it will try to search for this pattern, but it will ignore the case as well. So if we try to execute this, so we are getting this error. So it is not flag, it's flags. So if we try to execute this, we are getting FY 2020, we are getting even the smaller case one. But if we try to remove this, let's see what we are getting. See, we are getting only one thing. But instead we have this FY 2020 which was in smaller case as well. So if we want to extract the regular expressions or extract the strings irrespective of their cases, we can just put this flag that is re.ignore case, and if you try to execute this, we will get this everything. Now what we want is we want only this year and the quarter. How that can be done? So if you want year and quarter, what was the grouping strategy that we were using? We were just putting the circular brackets around the expression that we actually wanted as the output, right? So we don't want this fy. We don't want this fy. So we'll open a bracket here and we'll close the bracket here. So this is like the special characters. Here we need not use this backward slash because we want to let this regular expression module know that this is the special character that we want to use in order to apply the grouping strategy. If we try to execute this, we can see we're getting 2021. So this is like the 2021 year, quarter 1, 2020 year, quarter 4. Okay, so this is how we can do this grouping and extraction. Now this was like applying the regex pattern on the normal text part. Now let's see how you can apply this pattern on pandas data frame. Let's say you are dealing with an NLP task and you are given the data set in the form of a CSV file. And in the CSV file, you have some bunch of columns on which you need to apply some sort of pre-processing techniques in order to clean the text or in order to extract some valuable information from the text. So in the data science, it's not always like you should opt for deep learning or machine learning. Most of the NLP cases can also be solved using only with regular expressions, or most of the business cases can be solved using with regular expressions itself. So for example, you can perform the entity extraction, keyword extraction, and you can extract these phone numbers. You can extract some names of the person from the given corpus using this regex itself. For that, there is no need of going with ML and DL. So if the data is very complex, then you can use those ML and DL techniques. But if the data is a little simple, what you can do is you can apply this regex itself. So that's what differentiates you from other data scientists. So if you are very good at regex, this is one of the key skill that is mostly looked in the NLP domain. So if you are one who are interested mostly towards NLP domain, regex is something you should always have. If you have regex skill in your mind, then it will definitely differentiate you from other data scientists. So always remember, try to learn this regex as well. This will be very useful. So here we have imported this pandas module, and we have created this data frame. So if we try to look at the data, let us try to look at this data. We have this phone text wherein for each and every name we have this number, and what we want to is we want to extract the phone numbers from this phone text. Now let's see how this can be done. So we'll be looking two ways. One is extract method that is already available in the data frame, like pandas itself. So we'll create a new column that is phone number that is equal to data of phone text. So on the phone text, what we are doing is we are converting that into string, and this string has extract function. This extract function will take a regular expression as input, and this should be given as groups. So for defining group, we will be putting this open and closed circular brackets. Now what we want is we want digits, continuous 10 digits, right? So this regular expression was defined before itself, but we have put it into this curly braces because we want to extract that particular group itself. Now if we do this data.head, so we did nothing here. We just created a new column, and we use this phone text, use this like we converted that into string, and we have this extract function in the pandas data frame itself. We have this extract function that takes a regular expression as input, and based on the regular expression it will extract the given pattern. So in the regular expression we are defining this pattern, right? It will extract all the strings that follows this particular pattern. So here the pattern was, we need a group where we want this continuous 10 digits. So if we try to execute this, we can see we are able to extract all the phone numbers like this 99999908, everything, right? So this is being extracted from this text itself. So this is one of the way. Now let us see another way. So we have this apply function in the pandas data frame itself, right? So what we can do is we can define a custom function. Let's say we are defining this function extract phone number that will take a text as input. Now once this is taken, well, let's define a pattern. So here the pattern would be the /d, which will extract one digit. Now since we want 10 digits, we can define in this way. Now once this is done, this is like the pattern. Now what we can do is I will show you another way in which you can extract this uh, first occurrence of the pattern from the given input text. So we'll have this search object. This will be search object will be re.search. Re.search. This will also take this pattern as input along with the text. Now let's try to print the search object, and let us try to print this search object dot group. group. Let's see what we are getting. Okay, so let us use this function. So this is just like testing a function. So we'll pass this. Okay, I'll pass this text. Let's see what we are getting. So yeah, so we are getting a re match object. So when we are trying to print this search object, we are getting a re match object. Now when we apply this group function from the object, we are getting this first occurrence. So we just want this particular number, right? So what we can do is, so just eliminate this print statement, and we'll store this number. So search object dot group is giving us this occurrence, right? So we'll store this in the number variable, and at last we'll simply return the number. Okay, so this was like the function that we defined on our own. So we did nothing. This function will take a text as input, and we defined a pattern that could extract the phone number from the given text, and we are using this search function that is present in the re module. So this search function as well takes this pattern followed by text as input, and it will search for this pattern in the given input text, and it will use this group function in order to group the group the occurrences that is obtained from the text. Okay, and at last we are just returning this number. Let's see how we can apply this. Now data of apply phone number, just for our uh, simplicity, I'm creating this another column, apply phone number. So this is nothing but using apply function we are creating this phone number column. So data of phone text, so we want to apply the function on the phone text column, right? phone text dot apply, we want to apply this extract phone number function. So we'll just pass the name of the function. We won't do the function call here because this function call will be made by the apply function itself. So this apply function will take each and every particular text in this particular column, and it will pass the text to this function, and this function returns an output. So that will be written as a panda series, and that will be stored in this new column. Now let's see data.head. See, we are able to extract it, and the output is same as the one which we extracted using this extract function. See, we did nothing here. We used a custom function. We defined a custom function where we were applying some sort of pre-processing, and we just applied that function on the column on which we want to use this regular expression in order to extract the defined text. Okay, so this is how you can do using the apply function as well. So there are some other bunch of methods you can explore by searching over internet, but these are most commonly used functions that are available in pandas. So this is like more flexible method like apply function, because you are defining custom function. In this custom function, you can do any sort of pre-processing that you want to do. So once you have done that, that will be written as output, right? So this has more flexibility, and most people tend to use this apply function as well. So this is how you can define regular expression. So if you look at this regular expressions without knowing about the text, it will look like a ghost. But if you try to build it from scratch on your own, or if you try to identify the patterns in the text and try to build the regular expressions, it will become much easier. It is not that hard. Trust me, just try to work on more examples, then you will be able to understand the regular expressions of other persons as well, and you can also try to define on your own. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you understand, you understood what is regex, how you can use these regex expressions in order to pre-process the data or extract some useful information from the data. And I hope you understood the importance of this regex as well. So it is not always like you will opt for machine learning or deep learning. You should be able to build a simple regex model that could do the task for us. So most of the NLP cases can also be tackled with using results itself, and most of the companies also use these regex expressions or regex based approach in their production part, because these regex approaches have some high precision when it comes to extracting useful information. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you got to learn something from this video. So if you like this video till now, if you like the if you liked how we have explained the whole regex and how we have written this whole code, if you liked everything till now, please do like this video, subscribe our channel in order to get the notifications or everything. So please do like and subscribe our channel. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you.